Hello guys, my name is Norma Alfred, and the point of this video today is basically for my kids to be able to know more about their heritage and their mother, which will be me, heritage. And I want them to pass this video on to their children as they get old enough to have children. And I want to build a family tree with the whole family. Like I want my kids on the tree, their kids' kids, my husband, his side of the family, his children, their children's children, and for us all to be able to connect later on in the future when I pass away. I want my kids to have something to be able to pass down to their kids and so forth. That our family tree will have a tree of ancestry that they can not only learn about where they come from and where their people come from, but that they can also learn about their people's traits so that like you want to know where you get your traits from, who in your family you could have possibly inherited from, and that's what I want my children to take with them. So that's the main point of this video. So I'll get to a short explanation of what I believe I might be. So my mother was African American. My father claimed to be African American, but I had always been suspicious of that because he has really, really light skin, like almost white, and his legs are like pale white. And he was a mechanic, so he worked in the sun a lot. So he got much darker over the years since I was a little girl. And that was another thing that made me suspect that my father was possibly, mostly white because he was really pale, like I said, but gotten dark over the years, and he still isn't dark. He's like a light tan color. The top of his body is darker than the bottom of his body, and his legs are still really white. So, but I had come together with other relatives as well as my siblings, and everyone was like, no, your dad isn't white, you guys are referred to as Creole. Well, over some research I had learned that Creole is not a ethnicity. It is more so of a culture of different ethnicities, and these people are different people that traveled from France mostly, but many parts of the world, and they are the French speaking ethnicity, and they migrated to Louisiana, so they're French Louisianans, and that doesn't necessarily mean African American or Spanish or Caucasian. They're different variety group of ethnicities. So that's what I learned about the term Creole. And a lot of people don't have that knowledge about that. So it's fine. We'll let that pass for today. Do forgive me if you hear any noise in the background. That's my husband. He in there watching football, and he's gonna be screaming at the top of his lungs. So please forgive me. Anyways, a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Louisiana. I moved to Texas about 6, 7 years ago because I met my husband, and I have a son and a daughter. My son's biological father is Caucasian, 100. He's French, and my daughter's father, who I had her when I was very young, he is African American from Nigeria. Um, so my son will probably be around 75% Caucasian whenever he does his ancestry, and my daughter, she most likely will be 75% African American. I suspect that I'm half and half because what I recently explained about my father. So, but they raised all of their kids to say, no, we're black. Your grandmother was Native American. She had half black and half Native American. And they did say that my grandfather on my dad's side had French in him, but that he was black. Okay, hey, I had seen a picture of my grandfather and my grandmother. Neither one, I wish I had that picture to show you guys. Unfortunately, I do not. But neither of my grandparents whatsoever looked at African American. When I looked at their picture, they looked at foreign. And they looked at like they were white skinned foreign type individuals. Like they looked at My grandmother did look like she could be Indian because her hair was sort of coarse, like my father's. They all had coarse hair. My father and all of his siblings had really coarse hair. So that was like suspect to me too. I think some black is in there, but not as much as he say. My grandfather, on the other hand, when I did see his picture with my grandmother, dude looked white. He looked like Italian. So, like I said, he looked Italian, white skinned it. No, you're not black. Stop that, okay? It's time to stop playing these games. So, anyways, did my ancestry, and as I suspected, homie was white, boo. Okay. So let me see. Hopefully you guys can see it because I did a video before and I had to delete it because it was very blurry and too much noise going on in the background. So I did. Hopefully you guys can see this. So I had to use my other computer because apparently my phone, it was making everything too blurry. But this is my name and I don't know why everything is appearing to be upside down. If the light is doing this or what. There, I turned the light off. Maybe you can see better. So here's my results. You can see my name at the top. This ain't working out. These videos are not coming out. But let's see. So I'll let you guys glance over this a little bit because for some reason on the camera it's showing upside down. I don't know why it's doing that. But you can see I'm 54.7 sub-Saharan African. And then European shows 43.5. And let me see if I can move it up some. So you can see the Native American part. And it's 0.9% on Native American part. And that consists also of Filipino and Austronesian. And then I'll go ahead and just read the results to you guys. But try to see if you can see it. So, I'll finish reading those results because for some reason it keeps showing everything upside down. So under Sub-Saharan African, it shows me 54.7%. 12.3% of that is Nigerian. 10.4% of that is Coastal West African. 7% is Senegambia and Ghana. 3.3% is Congolese. 2.0% is Southern East African. Then broadly West African is 13.6. Broadly Congolese and Southern East 1.3 African. And then broadly Sub-Saharan African is 4.8. Within the European part of my ancestry, it says that British and Irish is 11.1%. Iberian 6%. French and German are 3.7%. I knew about the French, as I mentioned earlier, but I was surprised on the German part. Something explaining some pictures to me. Ashkenazi Jewish, 0.1%. I didn't know about no Jewish. That was surprising. Then we have broadly Northwestern European, 10%. And then broadly Southern European, 8.4%. Broadly European, 4.3%. As we move to the red area, we have Native American, 0.6%. Filipino and Austronesian, 0.1%. Knew about the Native American because I was told about my grandmother, so that must have been true. Now, Filipino and Austronesian, ain't no one told me anything about no Asian showing up to the family reunion. Okay, then we have 0.2% broadly East Asian and Native American. So, once again, guys, my DNA results. It proves that my daddy, like I suspected, That fool is not black. And I sure called him. I called him and I told him about it. He want to play crazy, talking about he ain't tell me he was black. Oh, so y'all can go around raising all the kids, letting them all know that they was just black with Indian in them. Y'all ain't do none of that. Okay. But I called him. I explained to mother and to father. The proof is in the pudding, and I got the damn pudding, and everybody can get a taste of it. Baby, I emailed everybody a picture of it. I put it on Facebook and everything. We ain't gonna do no more lying. We ain't gonna do no more hiding. Everybody finna know about this.